on the computer. Well, we are on the unit where and when that we started this week. Then on Tuesday, we started where and when. And we've been talking about countries, nationalities, in, on, no, in, from, near, what else?
Also,
The
do.
WH questions. WH questions like what, where, when, how much, how many. Also, to the created capital, the calendars here, calendars, New Year, months, days of the week. And today we are going to continue with the present simple. Do you remember the present simple tense? The present simple. When do we use the present simple? Why do we use it for? Do you remember?
Things that are always.
Uh-huh. Things that are always, that we do every day, that are always true. Huh? Present simple. Present simple. For the things that we do every day, for the routines, for facts, para cosas que siempre son ciertas, for facts, we use the present simple tense. For true statements, and most of all the time, most of all, we use them for routines, for the things that we do every day, for all the routines. Yes. So for today, I have here the daily routine of Laura Clooney. Laura Clooney is a cross-border commuter. Do you know what is a commuter? This commuter. No? No? A commuter?
No.
No one? A commuter is a person that lives in one country or in one city and works in another city, in another country. For example, I live in Maracaibo, but I work in Caracas. I have to travel every week. I'm a commuter. Okay. A commuter is a person that lives in one place and works in another place that is really far, that is not near. Okay. So Laura is a commuter because she lives in London, but she works in Barcelona, in Spain. So she's a commuter. Okay. Or for example, maybe you live in Miami, but you work in Dallas. So you are a commuter because you have to travel every month, every week. That's a commuter. So this is the daily routine of Laura. Who wants to read the routine of Laura? Laura,
Me.
please. Oriana, let's start with you. The cross-border.
Laura Cooney is English. She lives in London and she works for an international company. Laura works 3 days a week in London, but she works in Barcelona on Thursdays and Fridays. Laura is a new Euro commuter. A person who lives in one country and works in a different country. Her daily life is different in two countries.
Yes. Another person wants to read the routine of Laura Clooney.
Mean teacher.
Yeah, Alejandra. Laura Clooney is.
Laura Clooney is English. She lives in London and she works for an international company. Laura works 3 days a week in London, but she works in Barcelona. On Thursday and Fridays, Laura is a new Euro commuter. A person who lives in one country and works in a different country. Her daily life is different in the two countries.
Yeah. A commuter, a person who lives in one country, here, a person who lives in one country and works in a different country. Not just for countries, for cities too. It's not just for country. Maybe I live in Maracaibo, but I work in Mérida. I'm a commuter. So it's not just for countries, it's for countries or for cities. So Laura, where is Laura from? Where is she from?
London.
London.
She's from London. And what is the country? The name of the country?
UK.
Huh?
UK.
United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom, England. England.
England.
England is in the United Kingdom. Laura is from England, so she is English. But Laura doesn't work in England. England doesn't work in England. Laura works in
Barcelona.
In Barcelona.
Barcelona. Like this. Yes. Look at this. Laura works with the letter S. Why is with the letter S? Why with S?
Because it's a three person.
It's the third person. It's a woman.
Yeah.
It's she. Yeah. It's a girl. It's she. And let's read this grammar. Look at this. I normally have lunch at about 12:30. Laura gets up at 8 for work. She finishes work at 7:30. Use the present simple to talk about your routines, the things that you do every day. Okay? For he or she or it, you have to add the letter S, the letter ES, or the letter IES to the verb. Okay? So I have here two different routines. I have the A and B. A, B. Who wants to read the A, the first routine?
Me.
Yeah, and the second, who wants to read the second? Maybe, who else is here? Let me see. Well, Alejandra, start with the A, with the first.
Okay. When I am in London, I get up at 7 for work. I normally have lunch at about 12:30 or 1.
Or 1.
I finish work at 5:30 and have that dinner at 6:30. I normally go to bed about 10:30 or 11.
Or 11. Yes. And
Yeah.
who wants to read the second routine? The one for she?
Me.
Yeah. When she's in Barcelona?
When she's in Barcelona, Laura gets up at 8 for work. She normally has lunch at about 2. She finishes work at 7:30 and has dinner at 9. She normally goes to bed about midnight.
About midnight. Yes. So I have here two different routines. The first one, it's I. The second is she. The first one says get. The first says get. The second says gets. The first one says have. The second has. Finish. Finishes. Have again. Has. Go. Goes. So when you're going to talk about another person, you have to pluralize the verb. Pluralize the verb is adding the letter S, the letter ES, or the letter IES. It depends on the verb. Okay? For example, if I have go, go is?
Goes.
Goes. This. And if I have study?
Studies.
Studies.
Like this?
No.
No, IES.
Studies.
The IES, studies. And if I have finish?
Finishes.
Finishes. Work.
Works.
Works. Work. Work. Works. And if I have eat?
Studies. Studies.
It's with the letter S. And if I have maybe watch, like watch television?
Watches.
Watches. Watches. Yes, watches. And if I have If I have buy a car. Like this,
Bye.
but like this.
No.
Not like this, buys. Yeah, like this one with the letter S, because this is a vowel, so we have to add the S, and that's it. So when you have a verb, be careful, because when you're going to talk about he or she or it, we have to pluralize the verb. So here is this. Let me show you something. This here. I have here Laura's British Day, the day, Laura's Day in England. And I have here Laura's Spanish Day, Laura's Day in Spanish, in Spain, when she is there. We're going to listen. Let's listen. And we have to complete this using the correct time. Yes? So let me play it and let's complete it. Drive. It's one something, 1:46. Let's listen. I'm going to play it and listen to the hour. 46. This. Here. Let me download it. Let's listen. Listen to the time, to the correct hour.
Track 46.
Well, my Spanish day is different from my English day. First of all, in Spain, I get up at about 8 in the morning, a bit later than in England. And lunch, well, in England, I eat at 12:30. But in Barcelona, that's very early. I normally eat at about 2. We have dinner later in Spain. A normal time to have dinner at home is 9 o'clock. Finally, I go to bed at a different time when I'm in Barcelona, normally about midnight. Yeah, I normally go to bed at 12 in Spain.
Let me play it again.
Track 46.
Well, my Spanish day is different from my English day. First of all, in Spain, I get up at about 8 in the morning, a bit later than in England. And lunch, well, in England, I eat at 12:30. But in Barcelona, that's very early. I normally eat at about 2. We have dinner later in Spain. A normal time to have dinner at home is 9 o'clock. Finally, I go to bed at a different time when I'm in Barcelona, normally about midnight. Yeah, I normally go to bed at 12 in Spain.
So Laura, when she's in England, she gets up at 7. But in Spain, no. In Spain, she gets up at
8.
8.
Eight.
At 8 in the morning. In England, she has lunch at 12:30. In Spain, she has lunch
2.
at 2 p.m. In England, she has dinner at 6:30. In Spain, she has dinner
9.
at 9. And in England, she goes to bed at 11. In Spain, she goes to bed
Midnight.
at
12.
midnight, at 12. 12, this one. At midnight. She says, I go to bed at midnight. When we say midnight, it's at 12. Okay. And then I have this here. Look at these verbs. Go, have, get. Go, have, get. And I have here a coffee, dinner, home, to the gym. So look at this. What can I say using a coffee? Go, have, or get? What do you think? A coffee.
Get.
Get.
Get is possible, but another option.
Have.
Have a coffee. Have a coffee is drink a coffee. Get a coffee is also possible, is also correct. Get a coffee, have a coffee, drink a coffee. And dinner.
Have.
Have dinner.
Get. No.
Have dinner. Like this.
Have.
Have, we use have when we're going to talk about food. have breakfast, or food or drinks. Have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, have a coffee, have a glass of water, have meat, have a cookie. For food, we use have. Or have a meeting. Ah, yeah, I have a meeting today. I have to get together with more people, have a meeting. Okay. Then I have go. Go to work, go to university, go to a party, go home, go to bed. What else? Go
Go to the
Go
gym.
to the gym.
to the gym. Yes. And then we have here get. Get es el verbo multiusos. Tiene muchísimos usos, muchísimas definiciones. Si lo buscas en el diccionario, tiene demasiadas páginas porque es muy largo. Por ejemplo, un diccionario como Oxford tiene bastante contenido. ¿Por qué? Porque significa muchas cosas. Get puede significar levantarme, casarme, enfermarme, ponerme feliz, obtener algo. Get, depende de la palabra que yo le ponga al lado, él cambia su significado. Get, normalmente su significado más conocido es obtener, pero no es el único. Puedo usar muchos otros. Por ejemplo, get up. It's you wake up and then get up from bed. Yes. But if I say, for example, get out is different. Get out from my house, for example.
Afuera.
Salir, salte de la casa, exacto. Get out. Como sal de este lugar, salte de acá. Get out. Fíjense, de acuerdo a la palabra que esté al lado, él va a cambiar. O get married. Casarse. Get married. I get happy when I see my niece. I get happy. Me pongo feliz. I get happy when I see my niece. That's another meaning. Okay, that's completely different. Okay, get también puede ser llegar a un lugar. For example, I get home at 5 p.m. from work. I finish work and then I get home at 5. Llegar a la casa. I get home. Like this. Okay. I get sick. Me enfermo, enfermarse. Get sick. Yes. Get, depende de la palabra que esté de lado, va a significar algo diferente. El pasado de get es
Got.
Got. For example, I got up at 5 a.m. yesterday. Yesterday, I got up at 5. This. Yes. Oh, look at this. Get married. I got married in 2020. I got married. Oh, I got home very late last Friday. Got home. Got this. I got home very late last Friday. Get is irregular, so the past tense of get is got. Okay, we have to be careful. Present, past. Get, got. Okay. Another meaning for get lucky. Tener suerte. Get lucky. This. Realmente, ¿qué significa get? Depende. Depende de la palabra que tenga al lado. Tienen cientos de significados. Normalmente uno se aprende los más comunes porque de acuerdo a la palabra que le ponga al lado va a ser algo diferente. Entra. Get in. Entra. O súbete al carro. Get in. Get in. Súbete aquí. Entra con nosotros. Get in. Like this. Entonces, get has many different meanings. ¿Los habían visto antes? Have you ever listened to get? Or no? Yeah? Yes. For me,
Yes.
the most famous are get married, get up from your bed, and get to a place. I get home. Or for example, I got to the mall at 2 p.m. Llegué al mall, I got to the mall at 2 p.m. Okay. Got también significa obtener algo. For example, I got my degree last year. Or maybe I got my driver's license 2 days ago. I got my visa. I got my driver's license. I got my degree. I got maybe my American passport, my nationality. I got, okay, obtained, got. Yes? Do you have any questions about this, about get and got? Tell me. Let me take a photo of this. Here, get, got. At the end of the class, I'm going to send you a video using get and got so you remember. Let me send you this. So here, get up, get to work, get home. This. So those are the verbs that we use for the daily routine. I have here another daily routine. This is the daily routine of Fariha. Fariha is this. This is the daily routine of Fariha. Let's see who's here. Jaiderlin, do you want to read it? Fariha's daily routine. This one. This.
Okay.
Can you read it?
I have a new job in a hotel. I get up at 6:15 and have breakfast at 7 o'clock. I go to work at 8 o'clock. I go home at 1 o'clock and then I have lunch in the afternoon. I do the housework. I make dinner at 6 o'clock. We have dinner at 7:30. After that, I watch TV or read on Wednesday. I go to my English class. I go to bed about 10:30 at weekends. I do exercise and meet my friends. I visit my family on Sundays.
Yes. Fariha's daily routine. Tell me, according to Fariha, where does she work? Where does she work? In which place? Tell me. Where does she work?
In hotel.
In
A hotel.
She works in a hotel. Yes, she works in a hotel. And what time does she wake up? Tell me.
Wake up.
16.
6:15. She gets up at 6:15. So yeah, she wakes up at 6:15 a.m. Very, very early, she says. What does she do at the weekend?
Visit your family.
Visit her family. Her family.
Her, pardon. Her, sorry.
Her family. She visits her family. Let's see, on Sundays. Yes?
On Sunday, yes.
On Sundays. That's the weekend. The weekend, Saturday, Sunday. She goes to see her family on Sundays. This daily routine of Fariha, we have to separate it because we don't have here dots or periods or anything. We don't have the punctuation marks. So look at this. It says in this. Writing skills, full stops, this, and commas. We use a full stop at the end of the sentence. A full stop is a period. A full stop, a period is the same. Is this, when we finish a sentence. We use commas to separate parts of the sentences. The commas are these. Commas, period, full stop. We have to add 4 commas, 1, 2, 3, 4 commas, and 12 full stops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 full stops. A este párrafo le faltan muchos 4 commas and 12 full stops. Okay, so let's see what can we do with this. I'm going to read it and you tell me, what do you think? I have a new job in a hotel. Period. I get up at 6:15 and I have breakfast at 7 o'clock. I go to work at 8 o'clock. What do you think? Can I put here a period, a comma, something? Here.
Period.
Where? In which part?
O'clock.
O'clock. Here. Period. I go to work at 8 o'clock. I go home at 1 o'clock and then I have lunch. I do the housework. In which other parts can I write a period? Or a comma, anything? Tell me.
What do you
I go home. I have lunch.
When I make dinner or
You tell me. You can read it and you tell me. Lo voy a dejar aquí para que lo vayan leyendo. Pueden tomar su tiempo y ustedes me dicen qué creen. ¿Dónde va un period, a comma, something? I'm going to move it like this. Ajá. Look at this. I go to work at 8 o'clock. I go home at 1 o'clock. In which part can I write a period?
I go home.
I go home here.
No, o'clock.
O'clock.
8 o'clock.
And here I go home. I go home at 1 o'clock. And then I have lunch.
I have lunch.
and I have lunch period in the afternoon.
Let me see. And then I have lunch period. And then in the afternoon, yes. Let's see. It's possible. I go home at 1 o'clock and then I have lunch. Okay. What else?
You goes at 6 o'clock, comma.
At 6 o'clock.
We
Do
have
the
dinner
housework,
at
I make
7:30.
dinner. At 6 o'clock, comma.
Mm.
We have dinner at 7:30. In which other part?
After
The
English
end.
class,
After class.
period,
After class.
English class.
Mhm.
I
go to my English
At the
class.
end.
Period.
At the end.
And I think 6:15, maybe a comma.
6:15, 6:66. In which
I
part?
get up at 6:15, comma, and have breakfast at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's possible. And have
At the
breakfast
end.
at the end here, Sundays.
It doesn't
My
have to
friend,
be commas after like
We have
before and
before, in which one?
Like, at 1 o'clock, comma.
At 1 o'clock, 7, 8. When, in which part? I make dinner. Meet my family. 8, 1. I go home at 1 o'clock. And then I have lunch. I think that it is, I go home at 1 o'clock and then, comma, I have lunch. I think it's like this. But let's continue doing it. And I think that here, I go to bed at 10:30 at weekends. I do exercise with my friends, period.
comma.
I visit my family on Sundays. I think it's period. I visit my family on Sundays. So
No sería antes de la end, porque es como un con, era algo.
In which one?
So,
In which part?
Antes de la I, tipo, I go home at 1 o'clock, comma, and then. ¿No sería así?
I go home, yeah, like this. Yeah, you're right, like this. I go home at 1 o'clock, comma, and then I have lunch. Yes, that's the comma. Yes, you are right. Yo no creo que sean 12 periods, creo que así no llega ni a 8, pero sí le hacen falta muchos. A ver, I have a new job in a hotel, period. I get up at 6:15.
Abajo hay otra. Abajo hay otra.
And in which one?
I do exercise and
in this one, I think it's not necessary. I do exercise and final meet my friends. I mean,
Okay.
it's not that necessary. But here,
Okay.
look at this. I have a new job in a hotel, period. I get up at 6:15 and have breakfast at 7 o'clock. Esta que está aquí también la escribí, pero si no la escribo tampoco es tan necesaria. And have breakfast at 7 o'clock. I go to work at 8 o'clock. I go home at 1 o'clock. And then I have lunch, period. In the afternoon, I do the housework. In the afternoon, I do the housework, period. I make dinner at 6 o'clock. We have dinner at 7:30, period. After that, I watch TV or read on Wednesdays, comma. I go to my English, here. On Wednesdays, I go to my English class, period. I go to bed about 10:30 at weekends. I do exercise and meet my friends, aquí, at weekends. Aquí, y le hacían falta bastante. At weekends, I do exercise and meet my friends, period. I visit my family on Sunday. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there are many, many periods. So what do you think? Daniela, can you read it now? Let's see if it makes sense.
Okay.
Let's see now.
I have a new job in a hotel.
Mhm.
I get up at 6:15 and I have breakfast at 7 o'clock. I go to work at 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
I go home at 1 o'clock and then I have lunch.
Mhm.
In the afternoon, I do the housework. I make dinner at 6 o'clock. We have dinner at 7:30. After that, I watch TV or read.
Mhm.
On Wednesdays, I go to my English class. I go to bed about 10:30.
Mhm.
At weekends, I do exercise and meet my friends. I visit my family on Sundays. I think it's good.
It's better. It's better. At the beginning, we didn't have any separation from them. At the first time that we read it, it was everything was next, all the sentences next to the others. We don't have periods, commas to separate them. Now it's better. We can read it better. Y ahora se entiende mucho mejor ahora, 1000 veces mejor. Para eso son las separaciones. Cuando ustedes hacen párrafos, sobre todo los viernes, es importante separar con periods, commas. We have to separate the sentences. Okay. I think I have here another. She works in a... No, better is this one. Let's do this one. I have here another, but we have to complete it using after breakfast, and then in the afternoon, in the evening, on weekdays. So I'm going to complete it with you. It says, I get up at about 7 o'clock and have breakfast at about 8 o'clock. I go to college. I have lunch at 12:30. I study in the library. I go home at 5 o'clock. I have dinner. I usually watch TV. I go to bed early, about 10 o'clock. So what do you think? In which one can we write one of this?
On weekdays,
The first,
the first
Yes.
on weekdays. On
weekdays.
On weekdays.
Después in the afternoon, la segunda.
Wait, on weekdays. In the afternoon, are you sure?
No.
No, after
After
breakfast.
After
Breakfast.
After breakfast is better. After breakfast, I go to college.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. In the afternoon, I study in the library.
In the evening. Evening.
In the evening.
And then
And then
And then
I have dinner. And the last, of
evening.
course, in the evening.
usually
Dariani, can you read the paragraph on weekdays?
yes. On weekday, I get up at about 7 o'clock and have breakfast at about 8 o'clock. After breakfast, I go to college. I have lunch at 12:30 in the afternoon. I study in the library. I go home at 5 o'clock, and then I have dinner in the evening. I usually watch TV. I go to bed early about 10 o'clock.
Yes. Let's complete one more. This one has after dinner, after lunch, after that, in the morning, on Saturdays. So you tell me, what do you think?
On Saturdays.
The first, on Saturdays.
Yes.
Saturdays. On Saturdays, I get up late.
In the morning.
Here. But this is a capital
After
letter.
that,
After that, I think it's better. And after
Mm-hmm.
that, I have breakfast.
Okay.
Here.
mm,
In the
after
morning.
lunch,
In this one, in the morning. In the morning goes here. In the morning, I do my homework. Yes.
I have lunch about 1 o'clock
after
and
lunch,
after
After
lunch.
lunch.
After lunch, I play football. And after dinner,
Yes.
I normally meet my friends and go to a party. Yeah, Darin, read this one. Read this paragraph. On Saturdays,
Okay. On Saturdays, I get up late at about 11 o'clock, and after that, I have breakfast. In the morning, do my homework or listen to music. I have lunch at about 1 o'clock, and after lunch, I play football. I have dinner at about 8 o'clock. After dinner, I normally meet friends and we go to a party.
yes, very, it's better. It sounds really good using these connectors. Let me take a photo. When we're going to write the daily routines, it's normal to use the connectors after that, after lunch, on weekdays, after dinner, that we use all the connectors. They are really important. And when we're going to make negative, for the negative sentences, remember that for negative sentences we use don't and doesn't.
doesn't,
Don't is do not. Doesn't is does not. Okay. Don't, remember, it is for I, you, we, and they. Doesn't, on the other hand, is for she, for he,
he,
and for it.
it.
Yes? For negative sentences. For example, I say Laura doesn't work in England. She works in Barcelona. So she doesn't. Okay? Or maybe I say the market doesn't open at night. It doesn't open at night because the market is it. It's a place. So remember, for negative sentences, don't or doesn't. Laura does not work in England. Laura doesn't work in England. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes? Do you have any questions?
Mm,
Nope. No questions.
No.
Are you sure? Nope. Okay, good. Para hoy tenemos una actividad escrita que quiero ver cómo estamos ahorita con el present simple al momento de escribir. Estamos hablando de las daily routines, pero ya yo he visto mucho sus daily routines, ya me las he escrito varias veces lo que ustedes hacen. Hoy quiero que escriban lo que hace otra persona, no ustedes. It can be your mom, your dad, sister, husband, son, daughter, anyone, a person. You have to choose one person and write his or her daily routine since he or she wakes up until goes to bed. I want to see how do you write another person's daily routine. Yes?
Yes.
Do you understand? Any questions?
Yes.
about this?
Yes.
¿Ya?
Yeah.
Sure. No tiene que ser tan largo, o sea que en que nos dé tiempo en estos 15 minutos, algo pues unas 10 líneas, 11 líneas. Desde wake up hasta goes to bed. What does that person do? You can use in the afternoon, after then, on weekdays, in the morning, at night. You can use the connectors, these connectors that I said. This in the evening, after that, after dinner, you can use them. Yes? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to close here and I wait for your answers. Voy a cerrar acá y las espero entonces a que escriban la daily routine. Ya les voy a subir la clase también a YouTube. Yes?
Yes.
Good, perfect. So have a good night. Bye.
Bye. You too.
Bye bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, las espero. Bye.
Bye.